So, Nightwave's crime scene puzzle is here for Glassmaker. The puzzle itself is pretty straightforward. It's just a case of matching the 5 clues that you get in the crime scene to the corresponding visual items once you jump into the different area, once you interact with that statue. But I'll show you in a second how I went about doing it, and hopefully it will help you out. Now, while also you're going to have to know how to get your hands on as many of the Cephalite resonance fragments as possible, because you will need 10 of them to do the actual puzzle. Now, just a heads up that these fragments cap at 20. You can only have 20 in your inventory. You can't have any more than that. And you can only do this puzzle once for this act, which of course is Act 1. Try doing it anymore and you're just wasting those fragments. You're not going to get anything for it. Now, there will of course be 4 more acts after this, so you can keep 20 fragments for those. And hopefully the rewards will go up as well. Hopefully the cost of doing the next puzzle won't be 15 and then the next one after that 20 and then 25 and 30, but I guess we'll have to see. You will get 7,000 Nightwave rep for completing this puzzle. Now, to get the fragments, it's a case of running any mission and waiting for the glass fissures to spawn. They look like this. Basically, a beam of light will turn enemies into glass, giving them kind of spiky shoulders. So kill these enemies and a shard of glass will drop, or one of those Cephalite fragments. A Desecrate Necros, a Pilfering Hydroid, and a Vara, I believe, will pickpocket enemies as well and increase the amount of those fragments that you get. Also, I believe enemy density should be a factor, so we got 8 in one mission and 7 in another because of the Necros with us, so you can get 20 pretty quickly if, I guess, you've got time, or if they're spawning in for you, because I know some players are having issues with them not spawning at all. Now, there is an idea that these, I guess, fissures, glass fissures is what I'm going to call them, are on a global cooldown of having 3 of them every 25 minutes followed by a 50-minute cooldown. So 25, 25, 25 and then a 50, but I'm not entirely sure whether that's true or not. I have had players in my stream telling me that they got these fissures showing up in 4 different missions in a row, or then 2 missions in a row, and while streaming I had one show up and then another one showed up exactly a half an hour later. So I'm not sure that 25-minute thing is correct. I have reached out for clarification, but I got no reply yet. I will, I guess, put it in the community tab if they respond to me. But for the puzzle, you will need to find your 5 clues just by walking around and seeing the objects on the ground. I had a dagger, a picture of Maru, 2 different sets of words, and an Ayatan star symbol as well. Then, once I had those, you have to spend the 10 Cephalite fragments that you interact with the glassed up dude, the guy, the statue, the guy that's covered in glass. Interact with him, spend the 10 fragments, and it pops you into a different area where there is some dialogue and some lore. You simply have to follow the 5 clues that you got, that you found inside the crime scene, by jumping onto each platform that matches that clue. But don't fall, whatever you do, don't fall off one of the platforms, because if you do, you will lose your fragments that you have just spent and you will fail the puzzle, and then you will have to farm more fragments again. I will leave you with the finished puzzle to show you how I went about doing it, but beware, there might be spoilers if you haven't ran this puzzle yet, so turn off now if there is, but if not, thanks very much for watching.
Used to be a middle-aged ostrich, but he's been...
I'm so glad you're here. What's old shit on mutual acquaintance? How well did you know him? Really? You taught Daddy old shit. If you think it's and afraid. Do you know what you did? Old shit. Set out a selfish plan as displayed. Our necrocaptives, a clear violator of the 401st and 623rd layer. To your association, I am now witness.
Legum? That's an Orokin word. Means law. Ain't nobody using that word these days. He sounds friendly enough, but listen to that anger. Anger like that only builds. The soul he took held a clue. My gut says the only way you're tracking the Glassmaker is from inside that maze. Bad news is the trail's gone cold. But the bad vibe snaking up my spine says it won't be for long. Stay in touch, Dreamer. The Glassmaker's just getting started. I can feel it.